Welcome to another class. Today we're going to run through something with a little bit more intensity than we've done before. This is going to be my take on an abs and thighs class. So lots of focus on legs, as the name suggests. Lots of focus on core, as the name suggests. You will require some space. On two of the exercises, there's the option to use a weight to make them a little bit more challenging. So if you have a weight at home or hold a bag of pasta, thick book, that'll do the job as well, but we'll talk through those in a moment. I strongly suggest that you want to grab a glass of water and put your hair up like Jackie just did as well, and you should be good to go. Alright, we're going to start off with a couple of just gentle stretches to loosen off. We'll introduce each exercise and go through a warm-up round, and then we'll get cracking properly. Alright? Cool. So we're going to loosen off your hips a little bit and loosen off your backs a little bit, so we've got lots of movement. So Jackie, if you want to have a lie on your side first of all, please. So to start off with, we're going to take a lie on your side, knees right up towards your chest, feet slightly forwards, lovely, and top hand comes over and across, lovely. We're just going the one time on this one, so trace it around, follow it with your eyes, and then just hold it there. Hand this way a little bit, not too far. There, beautiful. So your hand wants to be just above the level of your shoulder. Try not to drop it down, because your shoulder will roll in. Keep your shoulder back, and that will be a lot better. Just a few seconds on here, and gently bring it back. And then we're going to swap over to the other side. So switch over onto the other side, please and thank you. Again, knees up nice and high. Feet slightly forwards, and that kind of acts as a counterbalance. And then around we go with your hand again. Follow it around with your eyes, gently turn your head so your whole spine is rotated from your hips right the way up through ribcage and into your neck. And again, we'll hold that for a few seconds, and then we'll get into a glute stretch. Feel okay?
Yes.
Feel okay?
Yes.
Good, I was speaking to them that time. And relax. Relax, 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 relax. Good, relax at home. Lovely. For the second stretch, if you go onto your back, and we're going to cross one leg over the other, and then take a hold of the back of the uncrossed leg, just like that. So you've got one leg crossed over the knee. If you can, use your elbow to push the crossed leg outwards. So get the knee down. There you go, good. Go into the stretch just normally. That's it. And then use your right elbow, just gently push your leg out. There, that's it. Feel a little bit more. Good. So when you're down in that stretch, don't move excessively, but you can use one elbow just to push your leg out, and you'll feel a little bit more of a stretch. Hold that for a few seconds, and relax. And then over to the other side. So same thing, cross the leg over, take a hold of the back of the uncrossed leg, lay back into the stretch, and then use your elbow, just gently push that leg out, Jackie. So use your left elbow to push your left leg outwards. There, like that, that's it. Keep your head back, head and shoulders back. Good, so we're just gently using the elbow to push the leg out. Doesn't have to be excessive, but you'll feel a little bit more on the stretch when we get it right. Few more seconds to go. Good, alright? And relax. And then we're going to do one more, which probably most of us will be familiar with, especially if you've watched any other of our videos so far. So we're going to be on knees, Jackie. And we're going to get hips loosened off, because legs and hips and knees are doing plenty of work. Into a nice long lunge. Lunge, Jackie. Nice long lunge. Good. And both hands down on the inside of that front foot. Shoulders back and chest out. Think about your posture. So again, the goal on here is just to get lots of stretch done on the hips. And again, if you come up onto your fingertips, but keep your hips forwards. Hips in, hips in. Excellent. So the more you can push your hips forwards and into the stretch, the more you're going to get out of it, so try to do that. Little bit longer, and then we'll swap sides. And go. And then we're going to swap onto the other leg. So come back to both knees, bring your other foot forward into a nice long lunge. Both hands on the inside of your front foot. Give that a couple of seconds. Well, a couple of seconds, quite a few seconds still from now. You okay? Good. So you want to get as much posture as you can and drive your hips forwards and into the floor. And then in a couple of seconds, actually a couple of seconds time, we'll get cracking with some stuff. And relax. Beautiful. Cool. So we're going to go through 3 pairs of exercises. We're going to run through squats and planks as one pair. We're going to go through glute bridges and crunches as a second pair. And then we're going to go through lunges and twist holds as your third pair. So we'll run through each of those now, kind of as a warm-up, and then we'll get cracking properly. So, first 2 exercises first. For your squats, you want to be medium width apart with your feet, not that wide, a bit closer, like that, good. Just watch first. Heels are going to stay down, you're going to drive your knees wide, and think about sitting into the space. So that's what it looks like from the front. Drive the knees wide, keep the heels down. And again from the side, same thing, and think about sitting into the space, like so. So that's your squats, don't go yet, don't go yet. And then planks is the second exercise. So you can do them on your knees or on your toes. Don't let your lower back curve inwards. So you want to squeeze your tummy and squeeze your glutes to keep your hips tucked under. Okay? So on your knees or on your toes, depends on your ability. Shoulders back and lock it in, and really deliberately squeeze your glutes behind you, squeeze your core in front of you, and that's going to support your midsection. Alright? So to warm up, we're going to go through 30 seconds of squats, down into 20 seconds of a plank. Ready for squats first? Good. Ready at home, so set your feet into a good position, medium width, not excessively wide, not excessively close, just somewhere in the middle. Knees wide, heels down. And 2, 1, begin. Good. No massive rush on these to start off with. Again, depending on your ability, if you're stronger and or fitter, you'll be able to get more of these done, but this is just a warm up to begin with. Good. You've done 15 seconds, you have another 15 left to go. So Jackie's also doing a great job of balancing using her arms. So that is my suggestion. Keep those knees out wide. Knees out wide, same thing, much better. This will be your last one. Go for one more squat and rest. And then we're going to be down for planks. So depending on your ability, you want to do these on your toes or on your knees. For example, if you know that your core's not that strong, or if you have any back issues or anything like that, definitely do them on your knees. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. Ready? And begin. Knees, Jackie. Hips up, hips up, hips up. Hold that. Not that much. Down, 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 down. There, stay still. So we want a straight line from your shoulders down to either your knees or your toes. So you don't want to curve through your back and your hips. You want a nice straight line. Tummy up a tiny bit. There, good. Hold that strong. Just got a few more seconds, so keep holding your plank. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. Wait for it. Rest. Good. Cool with that?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Excellent. So we have our first exercise coming up where you might want to use a weight if you want to make things a little bit more advanced. If you don't want to make things a little bit more advanced, don't use your weight. Pretty easy. So this is glute bridges and crunches. Have a watch. For your glute bridges, feet are nice and close to your hips and to each other, so you don't need your feet splayed out. Close to each other, close to your hips. Hands across your chest, and then squeeze your core, push up and squeeze your glutes, and then down to the floor. And it's just nice and smooth, up and down like so. Okay? That's exercise number 1. For number 2, you'll be in a similar position, and this is where you can optionally use your weight or not. Feet in the same place, arms straight back, and we come up to the knees and then down. Like so. So with the weight it's a little bit harder. Nope. Arms nice and straight without the weight is a little bit more easy. Again, if you have any back issues, do it without the extra resistance, because you don't need it. You'll get so much more out of doing it right than trying to do it extra heavy. Okay? Glute bridges first. Ready? So on your back. So have a line of backs to warm up for glute bridges first. You'll want your feet nice and close to each other and close to your hips. So feet back to your hips a tiny bit, that's spot on. Hands across your chest. When you push up, keep your tummy in. So don't push your tummy out, push your hips up. Ready? And begin. And again, just 30 seconds these. Good, and then down. And then up again. If you want to pause it briefly at the top, that's cool. A second is plenty. You don't need to hold it at the top for ages and ages and ages. And if you can, just knees apart very slightly. Checking. There, good, good, good. So you want your knees a little wider. Keep going. Only pause at the top for a second. That's plenty of time. Doesn't need to be held up there for years. Good. So you want your knees just slightly wider than your ankles. And probably got time for one more. So you don't need to pause at the top for too long. Push up, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, and rest. Excellent. And then your feet are going to stay in the same position. Jack, if you just come down your mat slightly this way. Come this way on your mat. Lovely. Good. There you go. And so your arms are in shot. Knees up, feet flat on the floor. So arms go back. No momentum. Do not throw your arms to sit up quickly. This is a slow movement. So you're going to reach up in a big circle to come and touch your knees and then back down. Ready? Begin. Spot on. And then down. If you can, breathe out on the way up. Good. And again, we're doing these for 30 seconds. So just a nice easy warm up. Excellent. Your lower back stays on the floor. We're not trying to do a sit-up here. Slow movement, and you'll get much more work out of your core by keeping your hips still than you will completely sitting all the way up to the top. Almost there. Go for one more rep at home, and rest. Good. So that's our second pair, glute bridges and crunches. And then finally we have lunges and we have twist holds. So, lunges to begin. You'll want to start, well, if you're on a mat, at the front of your mat, because we're going to go backwards on your lunges as there's less pressure on your knees. So take your time and stay balanced. Do whatever you need to balance. Reach back. If you can, gently touch your knee to the floor and then stand. And then other leg. So we're swapping legs every time. Up to the top, reach it back, touch gently and up. And same thing on the other leg, touch gently and up. Cool, so that's lunges, which is number 1. And then exercise number 2 is a twist hold. So what you're going to do is sit on the floor, hands together, lean back, turn to the side and hold still, do not move. Okay, the further back you lean, the harder it's going to be. The further up you sit, the easier it's going to be. So you want to sit back at an angle which challenges you, but is not too hard. Squeeze your tummy in, twist, and hold it still. Ready? So we have lunges first. Take your time on your lunges. Depending on how fit, strong, practiced you are, you'll find this easier or harder. Slow it down, take your time. Begin. So one leg at a time, and then up to the top. Good. So again, take your time. You're going to get much more out of doing these right than out of doing them quickly. Spot on. Great control. Control is your primary goal here. We're not trying to do 1,000 lunges. We want to do a few really well. But just under 10 seconds. one we're just going to do 10 seconds on each side to start off. So if you have a sit on your mat. Good, lovely. Only lean back as far as is appropriate for you. Twist to one side and stay still. Just hold it in. Deliberately squeeze your tummy as much as you can. Try and keep both arms straight if possible. Awesome. And without sitting up, rotate to the other side. Perfect. So again at home, without sitting up, rotate to the other side. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds from now. That's really good position. Well done. Really consciously hold your tummy still, okay? And rest. Awesome. Feel okay?
Fine.
Good. So again, if you want to push things a little bit harder at home, the twist hold is the other exercise which you can optionally do with a weight. Arms straight, lean it back, off to the side and hold still. Okay? You should hopefully know what's the right ability for you. And again, you're better off doing it right than trying to push it too hard and compromising your technique. So lunges, for example, are a key one. Slow down. Twist holds, you don't need to do it with a weight. If you're up for it, if you've done it before, go for it. If it's your first time doing that exercise and you are not hugely practiced in exercise, don't use the weight, it'll be hard enough as it is. Have a little bit of water, and then we're going to get cracking and do it properly. Hopefully you're all ready at home. Are you ready?
Can't wait.
Glad to hear it. So a little recap, and we'll go through these again. So your first pair, squats and planks. And we're going to do 60 seconds of squats, 45 of planks. Ready? 2, 1, begin. Good, again, take your time and do these right. Push your knees wide at all times. Do not let your knees come together. And keep your heels really nice and planted. Good, doing well, it's a nice start. So we're 20 seconds in, you've got 40 left to go. Depending on your ability, slow down slightly, keep your knees wide as you stand, keep out. Good, excellent. Don't rush. Go on, keep wide, excellent. Your knees wide is your primary goal here to stay supported. If everything comes in, you're going to be in a really compromised, weak position. So push out, balance, and up to the top. We're well over halfway through. Good, keep using those arms, keep looking slightly ahead. Nice, got just under 10 seconds. Keep those knees out, push those knees wide, keep your knees wide right to the end. Don't let them come in. One more time. And rest there. Good job, okay? Ready for planks? Down onto the floor, we've got planks coming up next. So again, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, focus. Ready? Just knees, lift. Excellent positioning there. So you want your hips not too high, so your bottom's not sticking out in the air, but your hips also aren't dropped and hanging towards the floor. Hold your hips off the ground and squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. My personal preference is to relax your feet on the floor because holding the legs up doesn't do anything good for you. But if you insist on holding the legs up in the floor, your body, your choice, so you can go for it. Got a little bit longer. Positioning is great. Again, consciously squeeze your tummy. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your tummy to support it. And rest. Awesome. You okay? Good. From there, we're over onto our backs. We have glute bridges and crunches. So glute bridges first. You'll want your feet close to each other and feet nice and close to your hips. Not too close, Jackie. That's perfect. Knees slightly apart, hands across chest, and begin. Push up, squeeze, and down. Don't need to hold it at the top for any length of time. Push up and squeeze, and down. Good, and keep going all the way through here. Good, let's bring your feet a little closer to your hips, please, when you get to the floor. When you get to the floor, Jackie. Good, and carry on. Push up and squeeze, and down. Great, again, you don't need to hold it at the top for ages. The longer you hold it on the floor, the longer you're just laying on the floor doing nothing. So keep it moving. Push up and squeeze. Good. Excellent, that's it. So if you want to make it really challenging, you can just do a light touch. Up to you how hard this is. Hold your tummy in, don't push your tummy out. This is about pushing hips up, not tummy out. Almost there. Got about 10 seconds. And then we'll be into our crunches. Doing good, Jackie. Go on, keep going. Last couple of seconds. Go for one more at home. And rest. Feet stay in the same place. Arms back. So knees up, feet flat on the floor. Good. So feet are still on the floor, knees are up, arms are back. And we're going to breathe out and come up. And begin. Go ahead. Excellent. Remember, there's no momentum on here. Slow it down. Do not need to be throwing your hands off the ground, because all that will happen is that your arms generate momentum and your body follows it through. Whereas if you take your time and really consciously pull from your tummy, then your core muscles have to work much harder to actually move you. Good, doing well. Again, if you can, breathe out on the way up. That's excellent, well done. We're not too far off now. Got about 15 seconds left from now, so about 15 seconds to go. The more you can get that circle up and over, the better. So reach with your hands, reach up and over. Good, keep breathing out on the way up. Probably time for one more rep. Go for one more rep at home, go for the last one, go for the last one. Rest. Awesome, okay?
Yeah.
Good. And from there we have lunges and twist holds. And then we've got a decent rest coming up. So have a stand up off the floor. Should we give Pam an extra few seconds to come up off the floor?
No.
We'll give you an extra few seconds, Pam. Ready for lunges? Start at the front of your mat. So start at the front of your space and begin. So back, gently touch the knee and stand. Do not rush these. If you've done lots of these before, you'll know the right speed for you. That's spot on, well done. Good, so depending on how practiced you are, whether you've got any pain in your knees, for example, then you might be able to do lunges a little quicker or a little slower, but go at the right pace for you, stay in control. Good, doing well. We are nicely over halfway through. We're doing these for a good 60 seconds to begin with. Good, well done, you're doing good, you're doing good. So keep your eye in. The more you can keep your front heel down, the more balanced you will be. So focus on keeping your front heel down, touch the knee and stand. Good, got 10 seconds remaining. Last 10 seconds. Keep it moving, and we've definitely got time for the one more. So if you've just finished, go for one more, go for one more. Go on, Jackie, go on. Everyone at home's got to keep going until Jackie's done. Keep going, go on, touch that knee.
Oh.
Keep going at home, not done yet. Rest. Well done. Okay?
Yes.
And we've got twist holds now, so down onto the floor, please. Again, this is one that you can do with your weight if you want to make it more challenging, but the primary way to make it more challenging is to lean back further. Don't go too far, hold in tight. Hands together, arms nice and straight, and twist. Good, twist and hold it still. Keep breathing, hold your tummy in again. As you're leaning back, don't let your tummy start to push out because all the pressure will go into your lower back. So hold in, hold tight. Almost ready to twist without sitting up, and twist. Good, twist it over, don't sit up in between if you can. Got 15 seconds left to hold it still. Again, the further back you'll be, the harder it is. Go at the right distance for you. Don't overdo it, but hold strong. We've still got plenty of class left to go. And rest there. Good. Have some water. We're going to have about 60 seconds on the clock, give or take. The reason I point over there is because that's where we're using the timer. Feel okay?
We're doing another set of more.
We're doing another 2 sets of them all.
It's like my favourite.
Yes, we're doing another 2 sets of them all. They're going to be a little bit shorter each time. So that round that you've just done, that's the hard one out of the way. So for example, that first one, we did 60 seconds of squats and 40 of planks. This one's going to be 50 of squats, 35 of planks, and then the last one will be 40 of squats, 30 of planks. And same structure for the other exercises as well. Ready? Cool. So we've got squats first. Nice width of the feet. If you're only just now having a drink, then you left it too late, hurry up. Keep your heels down, drive the knees wide, and we're going to fit into the space. 3, 2, 1, begin. So again, go at the right speed for your ability. Don't rush them, whatever you're doing. But as long as you can keep your knees wide and your heels down, you can increase your tempo slightly. If you're finding it challenging to keep your heels down or challenging to keep your knees out, slow down. You don't need to overdo anything here. Good. If you can, look just slightly ahead and it will help you to think about posture. Good. So wide knees, sit into the space, tall at the top of each rep. Don't finish it off slouching, stand up tall. Good, doing really well. Just got 10 seconds left to go, so you're almost there. Keep it moving. Wide knees, wide knees, wide knees. Don't let them go on this last rep. Good, rest. And we are down for planks. Again, this one's a little bit shorter because I'm so kind. Core tight, glutes tight. And lift, just like Jackie has. Well done. So again, if you want to lift your legs up in the air, up to you. Personally, I don't feel a benefit from it, but if it works for you, it doesn't matter as long as you're tight here. We want to be supported around your midsection. That is really good, really good positioning. So hips aren't too high, hips aren't too low, they're just in the middle. Hold it strong. Almost there. Got less than 10 seconds. Hold it still and wait for it. Rest. Good work, okay?
Yeah.
We've got our slightly more gentle two next, so onto our back for glute bridges. So over onto your backs, please and thank you. So feet want to be close to each other, but not touching. And again, close to your hips. Hands across your chest so that you can't use your arms to push off the floor. Hold your tummy muscles strong and begin. Time on the clock. Good, so again, these are a little bit shorter than the last time. That's spot on with your timing there, Jackie, great. So there's a little bit of a pause at the top and nothing crazy, and then down. Remember, the longer you stay on the floor at the bottom, the longer you're just laying on the floor not doing anything. So if you can, just touch and then push back up for the next rep. But if it's feeling challenging, then on the ground is where you want to take a second just to let your muscles have a little moment. We're doing really good. We're 30 seconds done and 20 left to go. Keep pushing that height. Good. The higher you can get off the floor, as long as your core stays tight, the better. So again, don't push your tummy out, push your hips up. Got just under 10 seconds. Almost there. Push and squeeze. And rest, there's time. Legs stay in exactly the same place. Do not move your legs. Arms back. And we're reaching up and over. Begin. Good. Most important things here, no momentum off the floor. So do not throw your arms with any speed. Slow it down. Consciously use your tummy muscles to pull you up off the floor. So we're trying to pull your shoulders and upper back up off the ground, reach around with your hands. Good, and again, if you can, breathe out as you come up. Doing okay? Good. Keep going at home, keep going. Got plenty of time left to go. Good, doing really well. Last few seconds, almost there. And rest. Good, nice, okay?
Yeah.
And up we come, please. So up off the floor, we'll have our extra few seconds for Pam. And your next two, again, are lunges and twist holds. They're a little bit shorter. With your lunges, go at the right pace for you. Stay in control. Ready? Begin. Good, well done. So take your time, go at the right pace for you. If you've done loads of lunges, you're confident with them, you're comfortable with them, get some speed on there, don't hang around. But if they're a little bit more challenging for you personally, slow them down and do them well rather than doing them quickly. Doing them fast, much less important than doing them right. So keep that front heel down, try and gently touch your knee to the ground if you can. Good, 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 that's it. So if you have a wobbly one, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you're going slowly, you'll be able to control it and carry on. And if you're going too quickly, you're probably going to stumble. So slow it down, keep it moving. Jack, you're doing a really good job, really good job. Not too far off. 10 seconds left to go now, just 10 seconds. So this is going to be enough time for maybe probably one more on each side. Jackie, you've got time for one more this side. So keep going at home, keep going, go for your last one, commit and rest. And then we've got twist holds for the penultimate time. Ready? So have a sit on the floor, sit on your bottom. Again, if you want to add your weight in, you can, but you don't have to. If it's right for you, you'll know. If it isn't right for you, don't overdo it. Hands together, arms nice and straight. Lean back and twist. Good. Hold it still. Got time on the clock. Good. Again, keep holding your tummy in. Just a few seconds until we rotate without sitting up. And twist, go ahead. Nice, hold it still. Hold your tummy in really tight. Lean into it very, very slightly if you can. Got just under 10 seconds. Hold it still. Wait for it. And rest there. Good. Take a few seconds. Hopefully this is getting you working a little bit harder. Have some water. Feel okay? All feel okay at home? Excellent, good, glad to hear it. Do you think anyone actually talks to me at home?
I say they say more than talking to you.
You'll probably say not very nice things, won't they? Don't say nasty things, guys, not very kind.
You carry on, I can't say them, so I'll give you full permission.
Say the things that Jackie might want to be saying to me, yeah, that seems reasonable. Cool, we've got one more time through. This is going to be a nice short round, so we're going to crack through this and get it done. Again, with each exercise, take it at the right speed for you. Don't overdo it, but we do want to be working hard for your ability. Squats and planks, you'll be glad to hear for the last time through. In your squats, heels down, knees wide. Do not let them come in. Stay out. 3, 2, 1, begin. And again, go at the right pace for you. Don't overdo it, but if you're a bit fitter, a bit stronger, a bit more practiced, don't underdo it either. Let's crack on through these, please. Excellent wide knees, great job. Keep your knees wide at home, push wide. Try and think about your posture as well. Bit of posture, please, Jackie, fell forward on that one. Stay tall, stay tall. Better, good, so stay upright. Almost there, got 10 seconds left and that'll be your 40 seconds of squats. Keep knees wide, keep chest up, keep sitting up tall. Good, probably time for one more. Commit to the last one and rest. And we're down for planks, so down onto your front. Again, hold tight, hold tight. Ready? And lift. Good, well done. Yeah, good correction there with the hips. So tuck your hips under. Be really aware. Don't let your bottom stick out. Pull your hips into the movement, and that's going to help you to hold your core even tighter. That's the goal here, is hold tight around your midsection. So pull your hips into it. Doing good. Less than 10 seconds. Hold it strong, hold those hips in. And rest. Good. Over onto your backs. We have glute bridges and crunches for the final time. Getting close towards the end now. We're 2 exercises out of 4 done. Hands across chest. Feet are in a great position there. Knees slightly apart. And begin. Push up and squeeze. And again, the shorter that you can stay off the ground, the better. So touch briefly, push up and squeeze, and back down we go. Good, push up and squeeze, don't need to hold it for too long, and down and keep it moving. Really good height. Again, hold your tummy in. Hold your tummy in. Got about 15 seconds left to go. Last time through these, so we're not going for too long. Hold core nice and strong, please. Few seconds remaining. Just a couple to go. And rest. Legs stay in the same place. Arms back. And begin. We're coming up and over. Go ahead. Excellent. So again, no momentum. Don't throw your arms off the floor. Take your time and consciously squeeze to touch your knees rather than rushing up off the floor. Core will get much more out of it by pulling your rib cage and your shoulders off the ground than it will from just throwing your arms for the momentum. Good. The higher up your knees / thighs that you can touch, the better, but don't compromise your speed to achieve that. Take your time. Doing good. Nearly there. Got less than 10 seconds to go. Significantly less than 10 seconds. Rest there. Rest, rest, rest. Good. And we've got our final time through now of lunges and twist holds. So we're 4 out of 6 exercises done. 2 to go. And then we're going to have a nice gentle stretch and finish things off. Ready for lunges? Step it forwards. Take your time, go at the right speed for you, and begin. So the right speed for you is the one that you can stay in control. As long as you're in control, then you can push it a little bit, but if you have too many wobbles, if you're out of control, then you're going too fast. Slow down, stay in control. Good, well done, keep going, keep going. Excellent. We've not got too long of these for this final time through. We've got 15 seconds left from now. So we're nearly there. Keep it steady again. Go at the right pace for you. If you're finding them a bit easier, you should have sped up quite a while ago. Don't slack off. Almost there. Go for the last one and rest there. Twist holds to finish. Ready? So down onto the floor, sit on your bottom. Hands together, arms nice and straight, and twist and lean back. Good, that's plenty of lean. Hold tight in your core. Hold strong. Don't let your tummy open. Hold it closed. Couple of seconds and then we rotate and twist. Hold your tummy tight. If it's too challenging, just sit up a little bit. Don't overdo it, but do challenge yourself. Couple of seconds to go, we're almost there. Wait for it and rest. And that is enough exercise.
Thank you.
Have some water, take it gently. And we're just going to do a couple of brief stretches in a moment, specifically to target your abs and your thighs, since that's the class.
On the floor, the stretches.
Yeah, so don't stand up. If you already stood up, then you're going to have to sit back down again. Sorry, not sorry. Feel okay? Good, cool. So first one we're going to do is going to be a good thigh stretch. So if you take a lie on your front. So if you'd all like to lie on your fronts, please and thank you. Excellent. And you're going to be reaching back to take a hold of one leg and pull the heel nice and close to your hip. Yeah. That's it. Good, spot on. Try and lay on your front if you can, Jackie. Yeah, great, there you go. Yeah, you got it. Good, so keep your knees nice and close together. Squeeze your glutes and squeeze your core muscles. So we want to push your hips into the floor with this one. Hold that heel into place. Push your hips into the floor. The more flexible that you personally are, obviously, the closer your heel will get to your hip. Might be able to pull it all the way in, depends how flexible you are personally. Few more seconds and relax. And let's swap over and same thing on the other side, please. So reach back, get your knees nice and close together. Shouldn't have knees apart for this one. Legs nice and close. Squeeze your hips and push into the floor. Push your hips into the floor, Jackie. Good, there you go, excellent. So push your hips down into the floor, and that's going to level your body out and tuck your pelvis in so you get a more efficient stretch on the thighs. Again, we've got a few seconds to go. If these stretches for you personally aren't quite long enough, feel free to pause the video and go through a few more, because we've just got one more ab stretch to do now. And gently relax. Awesome. And then Jackie, if you pop your hands to the side of your chest like we would on like a press up position. Great stuff. That's it. So hands to the side of your chest. Push up and arch backwards in like so. And if you can think about pushing your tummy out on this one, you'll get a good stretch across those core muscles. We're just doing this the one time, so hold it for quite a while. Keep pushing your hips into the floor, push your tummy open, almost there. Might even feel it a little bit in your arms, so there's a secret extra workout at the end. And relax. Awesome. Take a rest. That'll do. That'll do. Hopefully that was nice and hard work for you. That was the goal of today. Get plenty of work done in your thighs, plenty of work done in your core. Hopefully break a little bit of a sweat and have a bit more of a medium intensity workout for today. How are you feeling?
Yeah, that was very good. Just to say, guys, we're really missing you here, but hopefully you're finding this helpful. Because, you know, I would much rather you be in the class with me today. But, you know, let's keep together and we'll be all back soon.
Yeah. Okay. As always, if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you have any suggestions, let us know. And we will see you all again very soon, won't we?
Bye.
See you later.